add-on there. We have actually been forced to deactivate the add-on on certain shops on the US market, and obviously US and the US market, as you know, is our main market at the moment for the marketing pool, and obviously that we have to follow and abide by all terms and policies they have in the US. This also means that we have to work on the behavior of the add-on, how it actually works. So it's going to have 4 different kind of behaviors. One is fully automated like it is today. The other 3 is that it doesn't work at all because some shops do not allow it at all. And then we have 2 kind of semi-automatic ways, which means that you as a user have to click to activate. It's not fully automated. So that's that. As you probably know, we have terms and conditions like all companies in the world, and especially online companies. Unfortunately, we have been forced to enforce them, so to speak, because people have been misbehaving on the cashback side. They have created all kinds of different softwares in their computers. One user actually clicked 4,000 times on one website of our customer just to get more cashback. So we obviously had to turn them off or kick them out pending investigation. And when I'm saying this, it's very easy maybe and think that, yeah, I don't care about the terms and policies, and you just click around and create sub-accounts and create sub-accounts and create sub-accounts and do all kinds of tweaks just to get a few cents here and there. That's not going to be tolerated, obviously, because we need to protect the company and, more importantly, the markets we are in. And being turned off from some shops, and obviously you have seen shops leaving us, even though we're adding shops all the time. That's how it is. That's the name of the game. We have a cashback application on the development. I'm going to show you some screenshots from it in a bit, but we're very excited about that. We are currently moving our OPN mailing system. That's why we have not been able to send any weekly updates over the past weeks to you, because we had 3 different mail systems before, and now we are kind of consolidating it into one, which means that we're going to have a better overview of information flow to our members in OPN, in SiteTalk, and of course in our cashback program. The OPT system is almost ready. We have said that, I know, for many weeks. Unfortunately, with holidays, nothing has really happened over the holiday period here, but now the team is back on and changing the last things that we found. Some small bugs. I'm currently uploading all the videos in all languages, and the customer support team we have in Germany is also doing the last translations. So we will update you with an email once we are launched. We have a good surprise for you all. We are going to offer the OPT system for free, and I'm talking about the Pro version, for the first 28 days. So no one has to pay, and this is regardless if you're old, new, if you have been subscribing or have subscribed or whatever. You're going to have 28 days to test it, which is 4 weeks. And that relates also to every new OPN member that has basic or gold executive status and starts new in the system. So that is great. We have a webinar today, so that's good that we have updates about that. We have other webinars this week also. Kenny's going to go through them quickly, but please, if you have people in those regions, make sure that people participate. Also, send any webinar information to me if you have your own webinars, so we can have them posted in OPN. Now, the press release you probably read. If you did not read it, it's on Frank's wall on SiteTalk. And you can read it there. I believe it's several languages. One of the things we're working on is a one-click sign-up, and much more, obviously. The one-click sign-up is, we believe, crucial for this company, because we don't want people to do too many clicks or fill out too much information when they sign up. And obviously, this is also relating to a better design and a better dynamics of SiteTalk, and that we are also working on. So there's a lot of cool, nice features within the next couple of months that we are going to release on SiteTalk together with the app. So let's show you some screenshots. Again, this is not fully developed, but it's very close. So this is one showing kind of the menus that you can choose, and obviously these are shops, so we're going to have a dynamic function where you can scroll like you do on a phone when you select your contacts to find shops. Very easy. You can also search right away in the app. Obviously this is kind of a page. This is in Italian actually, but this is about the company and the current offers, how to get cashback. The links will be showing here also on the page. So that's in the app, and you can also search. And this is just an example of your cashback site where you can see your confirmed pending, paid, and failed cashback, and also find some history. But there is a lot of more pages, obviously. I just wanted to show you some stuff so you know that we are on top of things here. Now I'm going to turn over the call to my dear friend and colleague, my half brother, I call him. We've been working together since 1999, and I met him the first time 1996, and he was only 19 years old, and he was already then a very successful networker. So co-founder and chairman council member, Mr. Kenny Nordlund. Are you there?
Absolutely. You hear me, Jan-Erik?
Yep.
Okay, I think I was muted. Thank you, Jan-Erik, and good evening, everybody, again. It's great to be on the call, and it's exciting to see the different updates and things that are happening with obviously the cashback app, and seeing visually the different things happening there. And actually, I was right before the call trying to pressure pressure Jan-Erik a little bit on when do you think we will be able to launch the cashback app. And he answered the way that he always should, and the right way. That is, well, it's the first quarter of this year, which means any time between now and the end of March. So, but of course, this is something that's extremely important with the development of people of shopping on their phones and iPads and so on. That's just growing and growing for many reasons. And if you look at the different developments, for example, the Samsung phones or the new iPhones, the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 6 Plus, they're getting bigger and bigger, and soon we'll see all men walk around. A lot of different things to go through this evening. Obviously, a big focus of what I'm going to talk about will be about the marketing pool. But before moving into the marketing pool, everything holds together, and I think it's important to talk. I will say before I move into my part, because otherwise I will forget it 100%. And that is that it's great to see so many people calling in from all over the different countries and areas of the OPN world and expansion. But also, I know there's several calls. I know there was a call yesterday morning with people from Australia and so on. There is also a Hungarian call tomorrow evening. I believe there's a Polish call. There's a Romanian call on Wednesday. There's a Swedish call on Thursday. So there's a lot of different calls in the different languages with translation or in the language. Obviously, the Swedish one, me and Jan-Erik will talk a little Swedish there since we know Swedish. But for example, tomorrow Frank and me will be on the Hungarian call, and it will be with translation. And I think it's really important with these calls. And me and Jan Erik has made a decision, and I want to announce that, and that is to make this call that you're calling into right now, at least for the next couple of weeks. We will do it every single Monday at 9 p.m. The same time you're calling into. We will do one call every single week in English to give you an update that you can go through your different leaders in your different countries and get out the information. Why? Because there's so many things happening in the company right now. It's a brand new year. It's a lot of expansion, a lot of things, of course, with the marketing pool, but also with the cashback app and other things the company are talking about. And of course, back to before getting into the marketing pool, everything holds together, and we several different puzzle bits when it comes to SiteTalk has come together during 2014. And one very important thing there is, of course, the launch of the loyalty program. And obviously, people were very excited about the loyalty program. And of course, with the auction site, you know, they could exchange their loyalty points for bids and do biddings. And yeah, we actually have several interesting stories that are expanding. I know one because I know him and have met him actually through, of course, through this business, but on the different events. I met him first time on the first leadership event in Budapest. It's one gentleman who's from Sweden. His name is Per, and he actually started as a free SiteTalk member. He won an auction. He chose to take the money, and he actually went to Budapest and upgraded his business into an OPM business. After that, he has grown his business, and of course taking part of the marketing pool. And actually, he's on SiteTalk on a daily basis. And because of that, he has loyalty points. And actually, I think it's now 2 weekends ago, he won a 1 week to Menorca on the Tombola. Same person. So he started as a free member. He wins, I believe, an iPhone or something like that. Choose to take the money and actually launch his business as a free member. And for you guys on this call that was listening to me, you know, when all you could do was invite somebody on SiteTalk, you could connect with somebody on SiteTalk 4 or 5 years ago. You couldn't chat with them. You couldn't send them any message. There was no wall, no picture, nothing. I was talking about that. One day you'll have people to join this business as a free SiteTalk member, and because of different reasons, they jump in and become an OPM member and start building their business. And this is starting to happen more and more and more. And of course, the loyalty program is one thing because of it, auction another. But also the Tombola is a very important part of this because people like Tombola on a global basis. And the Tombola will just grow and grow and keep on growing and keep on growing. And we're doing global Tombola now, but you will start seeing local Tombolas in, for example, Hungary and so on, where we have a local Tombola running every single week or month on that, just for that market. So the Tombola will be a very important part in the growth of SiteTalk, the usage, amount of people logging in, and the amount of people promoting it. Because of course, if you join as a free member, you're on SiteTalk, you win one of the prizes, well, you talk about it to other people, obviously. And this is very, very important. So I will say that the growth of SiteTalk is growing every single day. It's growing every single week and every single month. And we're going to keep on growing and growing more and more. And it's real usage time, real logins, people spending time, of course, with SiteTalk search. And for anybody on this call that do not have SiteTalk search, you should get it on your laptop, your computers right away. Whenever you spend a minute there, you're spending that minute on SiteTalk for usage time. So if you have, for example, have your laptop open or computer on for 10 hours one day, that means you're spending 10 hours on SiteTalk. So 100 people spending 10 hours, that will of course be great. And 200 people spending 10 hours, even better. 500, 1,000, and so on. Why am I talking about this? Because it's all about raising the value of the company. GDS market, which is the share market when it comes to SiteTalk. So make sure to, first of all, and I don't want to forget this, this is why I'm saying this. First of all, get SiteTalk search. Second, you want to make sure to get the SiteTalk cashback add-on. And third, you want to make sure that every single week, go in, activate your free tombola. Number two, go in and check if you win, of course. But also, the more time you spend on SiteTalk during that week, the more loyalty points you earn, the more tombola tickets you can buy. Those are the three things you should be focused on and teach other people that. Of course, if you want to build bigger business, take bigger part, we're coming to the marketing pool. Marketing pool will just be more and more interesting and wild and crazy, I will say. So let's get in and talk a little bit about the marketing pool. What is the marketing pool? Well, today we have some numbers, and actually for all of you that were on the Budapest event, you heard us say that our original idea was for me and Frank to buy 500 units each, try the product, and after a couple of months show you the results and launch the product. Of course, learn of course what is the best effective way to get as many members as possible when you were doing the traditional marketing with the marketing pool. Now, marketing pool, very, very simple. Well, there's a big chunk of marketing pool, which is the units. So, for example, since we're talking about November, for November there was 1,000 units in the November pool. So that means there's 1,000 units. People could buy a part of the buy 1 unit or more. So there was people that bought 1 unit, 10 unit, and I know there's was somebody that bought 100 units for the month of November. Now, what happens is the company does traditional marketing uniquely for the November marketing pool. And of course, members come into that pool and they start doing turnover. Now, if there's 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, they all come into the November marketing pool, and they're always locked to November marketing pool. Now, then any money they spend to generate BV, for example, if they do cashback or anything like that, a part of that turnover is divided evenly with all the November pool owners. So if there's 1,000 unit holder and you own one of them, you get that part. If you get 10 of them, you get 10 times that. If you get 100 of them, you get 100 times that. Now, the interesting thing with this is that this November pool members, the company has 2 types of marketing to these people. Firstly, of course, it's the marketing to get them in, get them started, teach them to download the add-on, teach them to really do shopping, special deals, special this, special this. That's the first thing. The second thing is, of course, that the company starts marketing to these members that if you invite friends, you get 10% of their cashback. If you invite more friends, you get 10% on their cashback, and on and on and on. So when their friends are getting friends who are getting friends who are getting friends, the November pool is growing. But there's still 1,000 units that share 10% of all the revenue of the total marketing pool. And this is what's so cool. And we haven't hardly started. And the first month for November, which was November, while the members were coming in, gave 0.34 cents, which means it also gives 0.34 cents in BV in your lesser leg. Now, the first full month, which is December, it generated 0.73 cents plus 0.73 BV in your lesser leg. Now, if you look at that, with 0.73 cents, every unit costs 89 euros. If you buy them one by one, we do have a premium advantage package where you actually get 27 of them, which gives you a better cost or per unit than 89 euros. So then it's even better, I would say. But that's actually almost 10% per year in dividends on the 89 euros, with already 0.73 cents. Now, plus that, you also get 5, 10 if you're a gold, or if you're a gold executive, 15% on the BV on your lesser leg. So if you bought, for example, 10 units for November, and with the December it gave 0.73 cents, you got 10 times 0.73 cents, and you got 10 times 0.73 BV in your lesser leg. So that means if you bought 10 units personally, you will actually see the BV on your BV listing, because it goes to your lesser leg, your personal BV that you bought. So that means you get 10 to 15% on that. So it's even actually more than the almost 10% in there. Now, of course, the company is still marketing to the thousands and thousands of people that ask for more information. We're also fine-tune the splash page and the different things we're doing. One thing that the company's working on that will get started with in days or within the next couple of weeks is a one-click sign-up, which means that you can actually click and use your Facebook information to just sign in very quick and simple on SiteTalk, which is something that the company's been working on, that soon will be launched, that makes it even more simple and quicker for people to sign in, which is of course great for the network when you're recruiting somebody or sending them a link, but also it's super important for the marketing pool. Now, how this works is you have the November pool, and that's also always be unique November pool, and there will always be only 1,000 units that share all the turnover from all the members that come from the November pool. Only 1,000 units. If you know a friend who has 10 of them, be happy for him. You won't get any if you didn't get any at that time. There's only 1,000. Now in the December marketing pool, that's the same thing, but it's December marketing pool. We do marketing, these customers come in, and I believe there was like 3,000, I don't remember the exact number, but a lot more units in the December marketing pool, which is good for you to understand, because what happens then is it's the same thing. The company is do more marketing for the December pool. It's depending on how many units, depending on how big of a marketing we do for that month. Now, the first month of this December pool, which was December, while the members were coming in, gave 0.52 cents. Of course, we get better with the marketing. December, a big month of shopping. So the first month, already, if you're looking only at 0.52 cents, it's giving over 7% in return of investment. Also, 0.52 cents in the lesser BV leg, which gives on top of all that. Now, if you, for example, bought 10 units in November pool, and you bought 10 units in December pool, that would mean that you would generate 7 plus BV for the November pool, and 5 plus BV for the December pool. So that means one person that did that generates, well, it will be almost like 13 BV in 1 month. Not because they bought anything more, did anything more, but because they bought 10 units in November and 10 units in December. Now the cool thing is, if they bought 10 units for January also, well, next month they get BV for they get dividends for the 10 they bought in November, 10 they bought in December, and 10 they bought for January, and they get BV for all three. So if we're talking about you buy 3 months in a row, 10, 10, 10, That's 30 units. If on average down the road these generate 1 BV each, or one euro each, you're getting 30 euros, and you're generating 30 BV every single month from the different marketing pools that you have. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, this is a long-term product. Number one, members invite members, who invite members, who invite members, who invite members, who invite members, grows the pool. No matter if we're talking about December pool, November pool, January pool. Right now, we're selling and working on the February pool. Of course, the cashback. The more stores we have, the better stores we have. The more marketing we do on the store, of course, launching the cashback application will generate more volume there. This all, what will it do with every unit you have in value? So the question is, how many units do you want to have? Do you want to have 10 every month? Do you want to have 1 every month? Do you want to have 5 every month? Well, personally, I recommend, if you're serious about building your business, that you should go for Gold Executive. And a great way of doing that is the Premium Advantage package, or recruiting several people, helping them to Gold within a 28 periods, and you'll hit Gold Executive also. But the marketing pool products with the BV is a great way for you to get the Gold Executive. Then, of course, duplicating this. Now, a lot of times, and let's talk network marketing here. In network marketing, a lot of time, and one of the reasons why people quit is because they don't make any money. They don't make anything, and they need to buy something or do something. Well, most compensation plans, including ours, you need to be active. Well, here you can be active in several different ways. We all know that. But one thing is, if you, for example, start and get 27 units, you'll be getting dividends and BV, whatever it is. If it generates 52 cents, 73 cents, 1 euro, 1.5 euros, 2 euros, we know it's going to generate something, and that it's going to be growing. Now, this means you're getting paid, even if it's a little, you're getting paid every single month in dividends. You're getting BV every single month. That's helping you towards your qualification. When you have enough marketing pool units from the different months, sooner or later, they will generate over 60 BV. That means you have active status every single month without doing anything. Now, there's nothing networkers love more than to get paid when they don't do anything. So think of that, because for every single person you help that, for example, becomes a Gold Executive with the Premium Advantage package, they get 27 units. And if it takes 1 month, 3 months, or 4 months until that unit that month generates 1 euro each, that means they're generating 27 BV or more every single month in your business. Now, that's a great residual. If they buy 1 unit or 5 units extra every single month, that's growing the amount of units. That's building a network, getting a residual income. It's an awesome product. Now, I just wish I could tell you even more things that the company's working on. But cashback is one way. The members will be doing turnover and BV that will be affecting the marketing pools. The company is looking at some more ways of making turnover of those members coming in through the marketing pool, to be able to make the marketing pool even more attractive. Of course, when it's generating 0.52 cents, it's generating 7% in dividends per year. So that means if it does 1 euro, it's over 14%. If it does 2 euros, that's 28% per year. So we're in really good shape with the different marketing pools, and I can't talk that much about it, but I will say that me and Frank are spending the last week and last week of January and the first days of February over in Asia, and we're meeting several leaders. And for you guys that's been around for years in the company, You know that Asia was and is a very strong market on SiteTalk. We're meeting a few of the people that have some of the largest structures in SiteTalk. Um, awesome, awesome networkers. And why? Of course, they've seen last year's development, growth, what's happened with SiteTalk, with the loyalty program, the Tombola auction, on and on and on. But also, they really, really love the marketing pool idea. And I look forward to heading into after the Chinese New Year's in the mid-February into March, April, because I believe we will have a lot of sales on marketing pool on the Asian market moving along. So the company's is growing, looking great. Make sure to be on the different calls in your local market, support them. Make sure to be on next Monday's call at 9. Of course, invitation and going out. And to all your leaders that are doing meetings and different calls, make sure to get help from the ELG members to put out those meetings and so on in the OPM back office. It's, of course, very important. Everybody's a shareholder of the company in this company, so make sure to let everybody participate in all the different webinars, live meetings that's going on in the different markets. It's been great to be on the call. Things are looking great for the start of the year and start of this week. Make sure to have a great week and decide how many new units in your lesser leg or you personally you should expand your business with and your future residual income by Friday evening before this weekend's payout on Saturday morning. So with that, see you on Monday's next call if I don't see you on one of the calls around in the different European markets. Have a great evening and great week, and over to you, Jan Erik.
Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Kenny, for being on the call. Make sure to sign up for the next webinar. It's not this link that you just got. It's going to be sent out an email to all of you about the link. So thank you for being on the call. Have a great day, everyone.